Hello, greetings. My pronouns are beep bop boop. I am Mexadian, which is Mexican and Canadian smushed together. I am Mexican in the summer, Canadian in the winter. I have light skin, my eyes are brown, my hair is brown, and my name's Max. Now, if you thought I lost my mind, I did not lose my mind. I was mocking the intro to a Microsoft video. Watch this.
Hello, everyone. I'm Natalie Gadilla. I'm a Caucasian woman with long blonde hair, and I go by she, her. I'm a product marketing lead here at Microsoft and co-host of the podcast Security Unlocked with this guy.
Yes, that would be me. Hello, everyone. I'm Nick Fillingham. I'm a Caucasian man with glasses and a beard. I go by he, him, and I'm a security evangelist here at Microsoft. We are so excited to be with you.
Hey, don't worry. I'm not gonna start off every video like that, but that's pretty fucking funny, huh? Okay. This previous Tuesday was a very important election in Virginia. Basically, what happens in Virginia is like a foreshadow of what's going to happen with like other elections in the near future in America. Anyways, I don't need to say much because Kamala Harris already said it for me.
Tomorrow is a very important day, and the days leading up to Tuesday are very important days, and Tuesday is a critical day. Now, you all know that every 4 years when this election happens for governor of Virginia, it's a tight election, it's a close election, and it is a bellwether for what happens in the rest of the country.
Okay, so you heard it from Kamala. It was a very important election. But when they lost the election, it didn't really mean much.
Acknowledging that voters in Virginia and New Jersey sent a loud message to the Democratic Party.
People want us to get things done. They want us to get things done.
How about that? In Virginia, a state Biden won by 10 points. Voters chose Republican businessman Glenn Youngkin as their new governor. Youngkin campaigning on pocketbook issues, rising prices for gas and groceries.
There is no time to waste. Our kids can't wait. We work in real people time, not government time.
He also tapped into frustration with COVID regulations and vowed to ban critical race theory, though it's not actually taught in Virginia public schools.
We're gonna embrace our parents, not ignore them.
His Democratic rival, former Governor Terry McAuliffe, had cast Youngkin as a clone of former President Donald Trump.
I call him Donald Trump in khakis.
But it didn't work. Suburban voters who rejected Trump last year embraced Youngkin last night. And today, both of Virginia's Democratic senators declaring their party has only itself to blame, pointing the finger at House progressives for refusing to pass a bipartisan infrastructure bill until there's a deal on a sweeping series of social programs.
Only in Washington could people think that it is a smart strategy to take a once-in-a-generation investment in infrastructure and prevent your president from signing that bill into law.
President Biden asked today what Democrats should do differently to avoid massive defeat in the midterms.
I think we should produce for the American people. We have to just produce results for them to change their standard of living and give them a little more breathing room.
Oh, what a night it was.
Republicans today ecstatic, and not just because of the win in Virginia. In New Jersey, the governor's race much tighter than expected. Tonight, the AP projecting Democratic incumbent narrowly defeating his Republican challenger, Jack Ciattarelli. ABC News has not yet made a projection in the race.
Alrighty, Virginia,
but in Virginia, Republicans perhaps learning a lesson of their own. Though Donald Trump endorsed Youngkin, the candidate kept the former president at arm's length, didn't even mention him in his victory speech. Still today, Trump complaining he should be getting the credit for the win.
Instead of giving us credit, they start saying, oh, he's more popular than Trump. You know, it's unbelievable.
Of course, the media is really quick to say, oh, it's all about Trump. It's like, you guys are idiots. Are you ready to meet your next white supremacist? Drumroll. Here comes the next white supremacist. Boom! Yeah, white supremacist. It's the lieutenant governor of Virginia. It's their next white supremacist. Come on, man. Come on. Look, even MSNBC knows.
Problem is here they want white supremacy by ventriloquist effect. There is a black mouth moving, but a white idea through the running on the runway of the tongue of a figure who justifies and legitimates the white supremacist practices. We know that we can internalize in our own minds, in our own subconscious, and our own bodies, the very principles that are undoing us. So to have a black face speaking in behalf of a white supremacist legacy is nothing new. And it is to the chagrin of those of us who study race that the white folk on the other side and the right wingers on the other side don't understand this is politics 101 and this is race, not even 101. What's beneath 101? It's the pre-K of race. You should understand the fact that if you tell black people, look, I support a Negro. Look, there is a person of color that I am in favor of, and that person of color happens to undermine and undercut and subvert the very principles about which we are concerned. You do yourself no service by pointing to them as an example of your racial progressivism.
By the way, that is critical race theory. They're basically trying to explain to you how a black person can be white supremacy. You know, they're trying to morph reality into this weird. It's communism. It's not supposed to make any sense. That's critical race theory. All right. I'm going to end it with Scott Adams. A little bit of wisdom with Scott Adams.
I believe that Democrats have chosen a strategy of self-immolation, but the hard part is I don't think they can get back. Do you? Now, of course, anytime you say this, the pendulum just swings back. You know, a few months ago, we were saying, oh, Republicans are dead forever and they'll never have a good time again. That might have been true if Biden did a good job, or if things in the world in general had gone his way, maybe just got lucky. Maybe Republicans would be in trouble. But as it turns out, literally everything in the world turned bad as soon as Trump got out of office. I mean, the pandemic started when he was in office. But it seems like from the economy to immigration to, you know, relations with China to everything, it just seems worse. Energy, you know, it's hard to think of something that got better. So under that context, I don't see how the Democrats can recover. Do you? I think that the Republicans just discovered their soft underbelly, the children. And by the way, this is not a political strategy. It's actually trying to save the children. Like literally. It's not, there's nothing political about it. Like when the children become the topic, politics just goes out the door. It's like, yeah, I'm a Democrat, but don't fuck with my children. You know, that's too far. Went too far.